Hi dear friends, again with you now to talk about the Mayan updates from the 15 to the 21 of January this year, 2018, is with us. And sharing with you something quite interesting that happened to me in the Kukulkan's pyramid one day. One day when I was working there, in 1987, I had a chance to enter inside of the inner chamber of the pyramid. And some of you know, inside of the chamber of the pyramid, there is a beautiful red jaguar, whose eyes are from the jade. So I was inside alone, and as I walked up inside of the chamber, the staircase, suddenly the lights goes out. There was no power and it was in darkness. As I walk up, when I arrived in front of the chamber of the jaguar, what I saw in the darkness is the shining of these two beautiful eyes, represented, the emeralds, the jade eyes of the red jaguar, who is very impressive because you are in the darkness and suddenly the eyes looks like a living jaguar is there. So it was very impressive for me in terms of my consciousness. And precisely as we know, these dates are connecting with the green, with the jade, with the jaguar, and at the same time connecting with the quetzal. So through these dates, we have a great opportunity now to make the union with the Spirit of the Creator, who is going to bring us, or to guide us to a profound knowledge of ourselves, and of course connecting with the sacred Mayan connection. And what we need is harmony, balance, inspiration, imagination, and intuition. These three steps are very important because when you feel inspired, when you have the inspiration, you can imagine. You can imagine worlds, dimensions, you can imagine all the beauty of one flower, rivers, paintings. And then you really create another world in your dimensional mind. And then the intuition. We have lost the intuition. We are recovering day by day as we now go in connection with the heart. But the inspiration brings the imagination, and the imagination brings the intuition. The intuition is that voice that we have suppressed, and now it's time to listen again. And how can you listen, the voice of the intuition? It's through your meditation. It's through your moments of silence. It's when you do a ceremony. It's when you listen again the sound of the cosmos. When you have that silence that is needed now in the big cities. When you walk in the forest. When you walk in front of something beautiful. Sometimes the moon, or sometimes a moment of silence is very important to our lives. So I invite you to see that the union of the Spirit from heaven, connecting with yourself, is coming in this year through our purpose to be guided again into the sacred knowledge, into the sacred and profound connection with Mother Nature. Mother Nature is doing a big effort to keep alive all the elements. Now it's time that we rewarded her. This is the time that the sacred feminine is coming back, and precisely the month Yash means green. And you see the carpet of green that we have, in our planet. Is amazing, the work. And how many times we don't worth what Mother is doing, what the trees and bushes and flowers and barks, and not that we have the herbs for our own medicine, they are doing for us, but we don't worth. We don't recognize that. So we are going to change our attitude in this time to be grateful and to reward her every time that you have a chance, to Mother for all the work that she's doing through your inspiration. When you feel inspired, the light change. You feel inspired even to put a couple of flowers in your table, or to write a poetry, or to write a drawing. When you use your imagination, in reality, you are activating your third eye. Is what the children do. When the children imagine, it's very important as we become again in children, using the imagination as a way to see things through the third eye. So one of the great practices is to imagine again, to imagine as the song of the most beautiful song, composed by John Lennon, to imagine a new world, a new time, a new situation in my life, a new way to live my life. We can do, it's a decision. It's a decision that we need to take at the beginning of 2018 to change our life, connecting with this union of the Spirit with all the levels that we are. So in this time, I invite you that for yourself to change the paradigm of, I cannot do that. You can do that. What you need is to be grateful every day, and what you have in front of your eyes, what you have around you, in your home, in your garden, with your family, is the most precious gift. You are a gift. We are, in reality, as someone said, biocomputers. Biocomputers because everything within us is perfectly settled down, is perfectly in harmony. So this mind, that is our computer, is connected with the cosmos. And our feet are connected with the earth. It's time to see ourselves again connecting with the heart of the sky and the heart of the earth. But who is the intermediary? Who is the one who is in the middle? Is precisely the symbol of the Quetzal. The jaguar has the bird symbol in the eyes as a symbol of the sun, because the red jaguar represents the sun within you, your inner Christ, the inner Christ within us, the Christ who is always connecting with the unconditional love and the unconditional peace, the unconditional harmony. So in this time, in the days that we are coming and living, please, reconnect again with the spiritual, with the spirit of the Father and Mother, with your spirit. We've been created to participate with the spirit of the creation. The heaven as the throne, the feet as the base that we step on every day. So I invite you to do our meditations to connect with that inner jaguar, with the eyes of the Jade, who represents the inner Christ within you, to open again to the great possibility to reconnect the Spirit of God, Father, Mother, Son, within you, and to return to the path of the inspiration, imagination, and intuition. Many things we can do to feel inspired. All the beauty arts, all music, poetry, sculpt, painting, any kind of yoga you do, any kind of exercise, dancing, inspire you to listen classical music, for example, to listen the music you like, the opera. Sometimes we need to feel inspired, and then to imagine another levels of consciousness. You can imagine and activate your third eye doing the practice of to imagine something. To imagine a beautiful river, waterfalls, full of the animals, of beings around. And that will bring to you the voice of your consciousness again, to return to the original and natural flow of the life that we are. We are part of the nature. We are part of the life. We are part of the cosmos, as we are part of Mother Earth. So in this time, I think the Spirit wants us to reconnect with our hearts again, to feel the intuition, to be intuitive, and to trust more in our heart than in our minds, But always what we need to do is the process of the inner transformation or transmutation in our hearts, letting go all these negative things: anger, resentment, jealousy, envy. The process is to invoke and to call the forces of the Spirit within us. So in this time, I will invite you to do a meditation to connect with that. So I ask you to sit and to take a breath. Breathe in and breathe out 3 times. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. In this moment we can say, Father, Holy Spirit of God, Father, Mother and Son, I call you to come to me, to restore within me the forces of the divinity, the forces represented by Ahau, by the Mother Moon, the forces represented in me with my sacred masculine, my sacred feminine. Father, I call you, Mother, I call you, to come to me, to come to me, to come to me within my heart, and to fulfill my heart with love, unconditional faith, inspiration, beauty, harmony, to activate again my third eye through my imagination, to see not only the third dimensions, to see what is coming, what is happening in another dimensions, and to be sensitive, because the heart is connecting with the heart of the earth, and the heart of the earth is connecting with our sun in the solar system, and our solar system sun is connecting with the Pleiades sun, and the Pleiades sun is connecting with Sirius sun and the central sun of the galaxy. So we have the 3 suns within us. We feel the energy of the suns, the energy of the Jaguar, the red color. So we're going to do the mantra Pander to connect with that energy of the Holy Spirit of God within us, to invoke and to call the red Jaguar with the red energy of the sun and the eyes of Yash, the Jade green color. But breathe in. Pander, 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 purify me. Allow me to make the connection in my life with you during the 24 hours, day and night, in my work, in my home, in my professional and spiritual aspects, activities, when I work, when I meditate, when I do my work, when I do my ceremony, when I make my mantras, when I do my yoga, my exercise, when I paint, in every activity, everything is spiritual. Everything has the connection with the energy of Father, Mother, and Son. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Father, Mother, and Son, to come to me, to guide me, to protect me, to give me the sacred knowledge, wisdom, the discernment how to walk, what to do, the challenges of my life. I love you, I honor you, I respect you, Mother and Father. Holy Spirit of God within me, stay with me, guide me. I love you, I respect you, honor you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Jumbotic, Samaya said, thank you. Gracias, Dios. Thank you. Thanks for all your greatness in my life. Guide my steps. Give me the strength, the health in my body, in my organs, the balance and harmony in my soul, the connection with your spirit, to walk in balance, harmony in this year, holding hands with you, right my Father, the left my Mother, and in my heart the Christ consciousness of love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll send love and light, peace, harmony, kindness to the planet, to all the people, and to all living beings. So be it, so it is done. So be it, so it is done. So be it, so it is done. Come breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. In la quech, a la que. We can open our eyes. And just to tell you these last words, that we are the temples and we are the pyramids. And remember that the Mayas always dormant the temple, the body, the spirit, the soul with beauty. The precious jewels are your gifts: kindness, harmony, peace, unconditional love, health. And these jewels needs to work. It's like a charcoal who contains a diamond. So we are in our everyday life in that challenges. But we need the Spirit of God with us. So wish you the best, and we'll see you soon in La Cage.